Hello, I'm Dean Wilson and welcome to the world of cruising. I'm really excited because we're going to be celebrating the wonderful world of cruise and travel to help match you with your perfect holiday along with some fantastic offers. Today I'll be shining the spotlight on two fabulous itineraries from ultra-luxury cruise line Regent Seven Seas Cruises. What's more, take advantage of a free two-night luxury pre-cruise hotel stay. I'll also be joined by some fabulous guests who'll be sharing their expert advice so as to help you make the most of your first or your next cruise. And I'm told we also have some fantastic food and drink to look forward to as well, which is the reason I really turn up for work. Right, it's time to meet our guests. First of all, joining us from Regent Seven Seas Cruises is Paul Beale. Ready for this? Vice President of Sales in the UK. Also joining us is journalist Kaye Holland from our sister magazine and website, World of Cruising. Hi to Kaye, hi to Paul. Thanks for being here. That was a long walk, but we got there eventually.
Absolute pleasure.
We're going to be talking Regent now, Paul, first of all. We'd love to know a lot more about the company. Tell us a little bit more about Seven Seas, Regent Seven Seas.
It's a wonderful way to travel. We are six-star, ultra-luxury cruising. We are cruising with the hundreds, not the thousands, so it means we really, really look after our guests and we take them to the most wonderful, luxurious places around the world.
And it's all about the full experience, and it's like that taking it up high-end. If you've maybe cruised before, it's another place to step up, or if you want to go straight in at the high end in your experience.
Many of our guests have started on the more mainstream cruising. They've then had life changes and they've moved through to the premium, and then ultimately they're looking for more space. They're looking for less people on board, and that's why they end up with us at Regent Seven Seas Cruises.
And that's part of the destination immersion that you talk about, isn't it?
It is. One of the key points of people why they choose holidays is often destination. They choose destination first, then try and find the cruise line that takes them to that place. So, for example, we use pre-cruise night hotels if you're in concierge level or above. So you wouldn't want to fly into Mallorca or Barcelona and not see the city beforehand as well. We do long haul stays beforehand, so you'll be able to go in there with 3 or 4 night stays beforehand, the more exotic destinations. Again, if you're going to Cape Town and across to Rio, you wouldn't want to see these iconic destinations and not really immerse yourself in them as well. But the jewel in the crown has to be our unlimited shore excursions, where you can go to any single port of call, and we'll usually have several, if not a dozen, different shore excursions, all included within the price, so you can really immerse yourself in that destination and get behind the tourist veneer to go and enjoy the actual
And that is
place.
the memory, isn't it? Yes, it's nice to go somewhere, but to come back for all those memories. Can I choose? Am I allowed to choose where I go, or is it part, or do I have to just follow the crowd?
No, absolutely you choose. So we'll have a huge array, whether it be adrenaline-based shore excursions, whether it be cultural, cuisine-based. There's a huge array to choose from. And again, depending on, you create your own cruise. You choose what you want to do, and it's those memories that you'll take away forever.
And very quickly, 6 stars.
Correct.
I thought it stopped at 5.
No, absolutely not. In the cruising world, absolutely.
I'm still learning.
Ultra luxury 6-star. We've worked very, very hard for those 6 stars to be accredited to us as well. But it really does make the difference, and it helps appoint us and give us a point of differentiation from the other cruise lines, the other wonderful cruise lines that are out there.
It's interesting you say that, because we were talking about Michelin-star food later on, and it's the same type of thing, isn't it? You know exactly what you're going to get. And if you'd like to experience that, thanks, Paul, for the time being. Let's introduce that first offer from Regent Seven Seas Cruises. It's for a fantastic 10-night Eastern Caribbean island cruise on board Regent's newest ship, Seven Seas Grandeur. And here's how the itinerary looks. On day 1, depart from Miami. What a destination to depart from. The South Floridian city that's famous for its Art Deco buildings. On day 2, we're at sea. Time to explore your ship. Day 3, Puerto Plata. I've got to make sure I get these right, because I've got Katie next to me as a journalist, and she's just giving me that beady eye. Squeezed between towering mountains and the ocean, this is quite possibly Dominican Republic's prettiest city. On day 4, San Juan. I'm getting there. Puerto Rico, the party-loving capital of Puerto Rico itself. Day 5 is Gustavia, St. Bart's, one of the most glamorous islands in the Caribbean. Yeah, you want this, don't we? Known as the Saint-Tropez of the Caribbean. On day 6, Rosal, Dominica, known as the nature island due to its rugged cluster of volcanic peaks that are covered in thick blanket of rainforest. It sounds amazing. Day 7, St. John's, Antigua, the capital and largest city of Antigua, and Barbuda. There you go. 8, day day 8. We're still going Tortola, BVI. Tortola Island is both the BVI's capital and its largest island. There's truly no end to the incredible adventure you can explore here. On day 9, we're at sea, so much spot. I just could retain all that, go back to sea and take it all in. So much on board to keep you entertained. And day 10 at sea, 11, Miami, back to the Magic City. And I'm going to take a breath here because I'm imagining this, Kaye. This is one of those itineraries where you go, every single part of this is one that stands out.
Yeah,
what
it is a
stands
pretty
out for you?
fabulous itinerary, Paul. Also, I love that it's the Eastern Caribbean, because a lot of cruise lines do the Western Caribbean. This is a little bit more unusual. What stands out? I think San Juan, Puerto Rico, particularly the old town. It's this historic old town. It's got mighty forts, these gorgeous like cobbled streets. They're lined with pastel coloured houses, great bars, great restaurants. There's this dish you have to try, mofongo. It's basically food heaven. It's like mashed fried plantain. So not very good for the waistline, but absolutely delicious.
But that's the point, isn't
it?
it?
Yeah, that's the point.
It's interesting because I've been to Barbados and it feels like now when you read all these, you think I must go and do the next bit, you know?
Yeah, but with San Juan, what's really interesting as well about it is it's Hispanic influence, but it's also an American sort of protectorate. So it's got the merge of the cultures. Really, really, that's another reason to go. And it's so walkable. Although with Regent, as you do include your excursions, you're probably going to go on one of Paul's excursions.
Amazing.
But
and
it's brilliant.
What a destination! It's not just a destination. What an actual journey it is. When you read it, Paul, it just one amazing thing follows another, doesn't it?
The Caribbean is just fabulous. It's one of my favourite places. I was there Christmas before last with my family. I'm going there again next Christmas as well for 14-night cruise. So it really is just fabulous to go and see it and immerse ourselves in it. But remember, many cruise lines go to many of these islands, but it's what you do on these which are there. So, for example, we'll be doing all-terrain vehicles, beach buggies. You'll be going on zip lines, should you wish to, rum tasting, should you wish to, snorkeling, champagne tasting with lobster on the catamarans. What you immerse yourself in is the memory that you'll take away.
So that's when you create your own little holiday within the holiday.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Unbelievable. It's the sort of thing that you think, well, yeah, I think we better book that. Thanks, Paul and Kaye, for the time being. What a wonderful, wonderful itinerary that is. In a moment, we'll tell you how you can book this epic cruise. But first, let's hear from some of Regent 7 Seas Cruises' happy customers.
Right from the word go, we were made to feel special. It was a fantastic experience.
Fantastic in there. Making sure everything you did was to your liking.
That was really top class in there. It was very, very good.
The best one we've ever had anywhere, I think.
So, if this Caribbean cruise appeals to you, here's everything you need to know about what's included in your fare, because sometimes when you talk through day by day, it can get a bit confusing. Look at this, unlimited shore excursions. That's one of the things you're going to find. All flights and transfers are included as well, but you can create that yourself and you're going to do whatever you want to do. Unlimited shore excursions means that you can be off the ship or you can be on the ship, it's entirely up to you. Unlimited drinks, including fine wines and spirits, prepaid gratuities, so you don't have to worry about that and the embarrassment of that. Specialty restaurants, so whatever your type of food that you love, regardless of what it is, you'll find it on board. Valet laundry service. Now, I like a nice press shirt, I have to say. I would be lovely for that to all be done for you, and it is. Unlimited Wi-Fi now provided via the newly upgraded Starlink service. So you know how important Wi-Fi is for everyone to stay in touch with the family and sending all those pictures. That's all included. And don't forget the 2 nights pre-cruise hotel package. So let's talk dates. This is based on February the 13th, 2025 departure date. If this is the cruise for you, you can book right now by calling 0808 273 6549 and speaking to one of our knowledgeable travel partners who will talk you through your holiday. Now, for everything you need to know, plus the full terms and conditions, please visit forwardcruisingtv.com/Regent. Don't forget to put that on the end. And if this Eastern Caribbean itinerary isn't the one for you, you'll find plenty more cruises and offers at worldofcruising.tv/Regent2. Now, if that's not tempting enough, what about the fantastic food you can taste on board? Let's join Paul and Kaye in the kitchen to find out more. So, what sort of food we will think of we conjuring up with our chef today? Our Michelin-star chef, Marc's here, and Lisa's here as well. Hang on, it's a meat dish, I see. How are you, my friend?
I'm very well, Dean. How are you?
This is Marc. He's our Michelin-star chef and also expert sommelier. Marc, we've been recreating some of the dishes that you could be having on this wonderful cruise.
Exactly.
We've talked about all types of food, but today I see we've got meat on the menu, Marc.
Today we've got Korean-style lamb. So it's nicely barbecued, and we're serving it with a kind of marinated, spicy cucumber salad.
Fabulous.
So here I've got the lamb cooking. So I've marinated that for about 4 or 5 hours in a spicy kind of marinade. A little bit of soy, ginger, garlic, mirin, and I've put them on the grill here. Very important to get them nice and toasted now, to get that authentic flavour.
Because lamb's got to be cooked in a certain way. I mean, because people just like their food in different ways. And Paul, I mean, meat eaters. We're all meat eaters.
Absolutely.
Just checking.
I'd be in trouble if we weren't we? No.
So, sorry, Lisa, I was better check.
Otherwise I've got a cucumber salad.
Yeah, so you can have a bit of cucumber. But we all have certain ways, don't we? Some like medium, some like rare, but you can choose all these sort of things on board.
Absolutely, your particular preference, and they'll learn your preference as well. So they'll know if you wanted it rare or whatever your particular preference may be. Now, this reminds me of our Pacific Rim, our Asian restaurant that we have as well. So the flavours you get in the Asian restaurant is just phenomenal. So I'm very, very excited to give this a try.
And I think so when food's served like this, I never want to cut into it. You know.
OK, so I'm going to add a little coriander.
And I think we get prepared to have it all. Now, I've got to be careful of this, because that's just been between my teeth, and I didn't, it's gorgeous, but I just want to pick it up with my hand.
A few more sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds on top
Oh,
there.
I know, exactly.
OK, so we've got a little dipping sauce as well here. So it's a kind of a spicy dipping sauce made with sriracha chili and rice vinegar. So you can dip in as well.
Look at that.
To the dipping sauce.
And this is the sort of thing that you find... I'm going to... Oh, no, ladies
Looks
first.
amazing.
It does look incredible, doesn't it?
I mean, the choice. I
think we go in with the hands on
every single day. We said earlier on about the waistline suffers a little bit when you go abroad.
But there are healthy options, should you want. I've eaten so much meat before now on a cruise that I've actually tried the vegan options afterwards as well for the back end of the cruise. And so it really does make a difference.
That's amazing.
Well, that's so good. Because you can really the smokiness of the barbecue, and then that's fabulous.
That is really good.
Tender lamb.
Because you could do the same with tofu and make it into a vegetarian dish quite easily. You know, just grill the tofu on there as well and marinate it. Could be delicious as well.
That's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? And the thing about it is, once you've advertised this sort of thing, you've got to deliver, haven't you? And you do that time and time again. And that's why people keep always return. You get a lot of return customers.
Food, absolutely, huge amount of return customers, but also a lot of new people. Again, as they're trying to progress, as we mentioned earlier, as they're progressing through the cruise lines, they kind of end up ultimately at a six-star ultra-luxury one as well.
Well, I've got to progress through this next section and say that if you would like to experience the food, the ship, the destination, the 10-night Eastern Caribbean island cruise, Onboard Regent's newest ship, the Seven Seas Grandeur, departs February the 13th, 2025. What's included? Let's tell you. All flights and transfers are included. Unlimited shore excursions in every port of call. Here's the one. Unlimited drinks, including fine wines and spirits. Prepaid gratuities, because it's something people worry about. Don't have to worry about that. Speciality restaurants. So if you like lamb or meat, or if you're vegetarian, it doesn't matter. We've got something for you. Valet laundry service, and this is where we're stepping up, so you're always going to look fantastic. And unlimited Wi-Fi provided via newly upgraded Starlink and as well. So 2 nights pre-cruise hotel package included. And how do I get mine? Well, you call 0808 273 6549. 0808 273 6549. So our presentation continues in just a few moments' time when we have another deal from Regent Seven Seas Cruises and more from our lovely guests. So it's time for some more top tips with The Sun, and here is the lady that knows, The Sun's travel editor. She's back, Lisa Minot. I want to talk about dressing up, because it's all part of cruising, isn't it? Dress to impress. How do you navigate the dress code on board?
I think what people need to do to start with is not panic.
Okay.
Things are very different these days. We're not talking about everybody constantly wearing black ties and swishing around in gowns.
Thank goodness.
I mean, really, it's think how you would dress on a normal holiday. So in the day, it's resort casual. You're going to be wearing shorts and T-shirts, a sundress. By night, yes, of course, there's an opportunity to dress up, but it's smart casual. Obviously, you do need to make sure that you're looking at those kind of formal nights. A lot of cruise lines still have formal nights. And yes, that is a chance to really get your glad rags on. You don't have to actually get involved in that sense. If you're not the kind of person who wants to wear a dinner jacket all the time, there'll always be 1 or 2 venues on board a ship where you can relax and have slightly less.
Perfect. Now, here's the one. What should passengers think about packing? This is, if Mrs. Dean's watching...
Less is more in my case. I think really think about the fact that you've got a certain number of days. You're going to need an outfit for the day and an outfit for the night and perhaps something else on top of that. Really overpacking can actually sort of complicate things. I think it really makes you sort of like not really understand what you're doing. So make sure you're packing, but look at where you're going. So obviously, if you're going to be getting off and maybe going to a monastery or a religious site, you might want to make sure that you've packed a little scarf. If you're going to be doing lots of water sports, have you got a dry bag to put all your valuables in?
That's a great... I love this. And also, very quickly, themed nights, because quite a lot of those on board. What about themed nights?
That's right. Always check if your cruise has some kind of a themed night. So generally, they could be actually based around colours. So we have white nights and red nights on cruise ships. Make sure you do that. I've been caught out before myself and then literally run around trying to sort of improvise at the last minute. So always double check if there is any kind of special nights on board and pack accordingly.
Excellent. Well, it's time to pack this up because we've got to move on. So thanks for that, Lisa. And we'll have some more top tips soon. Hello and welcome to the world of cruising. We're celebrating the wonderful world of cruise and travel to help match you with your perfect holiday, along with some great offers. Coming up, we have a second itinerary and offer, which is for a 10-night Mediterranean cruise from Regent Seven Seas Cruises. Still with us is Paul Beale from Regent Seven Seas Cruises, who's going to be diving a little bit deeper into this onboard experience. So with this, what can we sort of expect when we arrive, maybe for the first time?
It's all about space, choice, personalised service. We make sure that we have some of the highest staff to guest ratios in the industry to make sure they can go above and beyond with what we're trying to do. In fact, we train them to go above and beyond. So we want them to surprise and delight wherever we can to make sure they have memories to take away. The space on board, again, is down to the number of people that are on board a medium-sized ship. You'll have a lot of people that have come down from the bigger ships, which have a huge amount of bars and restaurants on board. We have those similar number of bars and restaurants, but just with less people on board as well to appreciate them. So there's a huge amount of choice in food, in drink. It's just a fabulous ultra luxury product to experience.
We love it, and of course, food is an important part of any cruise, as we said. Tell us more about the restaurants. I mean, we keep talking generally about restaurants, but I mean, is it restaurants from all around the world? Is it food from all around the world? How does it work?
Food on all cruise ships is good. Ours is just excellent. And when we're looking for the main restaurant itself has got an incredible menu where you can create your own dishes. You can choose to have your a Dover sole along with scallops, along with a whole variety. You can create your own ones, your own sauces. If you go to specialty restaurants, we've got steakhouses, we've got Asian restaurants, Pacific Rim. The steakhouse food was just phenomenal. If I go in there, generally I'm quite predictable. I'll have my trio steak tartare at the start. I have my filet mignon along with a lobster or crab's leg, depending on the preference. Truffle fries. Honestly, you just walk away. It is incredible. French restaurants, Italian restaurants on board, pool grills, so you can just sit and dine in a casual, relaxed manner.
I get the feeling that you get to feel like a VIP all the time. Everyone's a VIP on board.
That's the whole essence of it. That's what we do. That's why people choose. It will cost a little more to go on board Regent Seven Seas, but the value that you get with the included shore excursions, the food, the wine. We haven't even spoken about the wine.
Wow.
If you wanted a bottle of Sancerre or Chateauneuf-du-Pape or Malbec, it will be served by the sommelier course by course to match each course that you've got on there as well. So there are no restrictions or having one bottle between yourself and your partner partner on there. That's not the case. The sommelier will match them and will encourage you and teach you about the wines as and when they come
So
along.
you can just relax, can't you? Because I know what it's like sometimes you're looking at menus, you're looking at price, you're looking at what's included, what's not included. All that's gone.
Gratuities, not a problem. Service charges, not a problem, all included. So you could leave the ship with a zero bill unless you've been to the casino. Or,
hang on.
We're not going to give you money to gamble. or unless you go and have a massage. But apart from that, you could leave with a zero balance at the end of the cruise.
Where I'm going to be. So now, before we reveal the second of our amazing offers, here's a little taste of what you can expect on board a Regent Seven Seas Cruises. We have some little insights for you. Have a look at this. So now we're going to delve into our second offer, which is for a 10-night Mediterranean cruise aboard Seven Seas Splendor. Let's run through the itinerary then. Day 1, depart from Lisbon, Portugal's charismatic capital. Day 2 and 3, we're in Seville, Spain's sultry city where flamenco rules. Day 4, now this, we have 2 ports in one day on this one, starting with Gibraltar, the British overseas territory that feels somewhere exotic but strangely familiar at the same time. Same day, Tangier, Morocco, for centuries Europe's gateway to Africa. A blend of cultures and influences is unique in Morocco. For much of its history, it wasn't even governed by Morocco. Day 5, Melilla in Spain, expect a perfectly preserved medieval fortress, several fascinating museums and a wealth of tapas bar. Day 6, we're at sea, time to explore the ship and meet your fellow passengers and just reminisce all the memories you have so far. To Day 7, Corsica in France, some of the most diverse landscapes in all of Europe. Day 8, my favourite, Portofino in Italy, known for its pastel-coloured houses, luxury boutiques and seafood restaurants. On day 9, we're off to Monte Carlo. This is Monaco's sunny city-state on the French Riviera coastline, absolutely beautiful. And at day 10, back at sea again to relax and a bit of free time to catch up. Day 11, Barcelona, Catalonia's colourful capital with its beaches and daring art scene. Now, all of this is based on a March 29th, 2025 departure. Plus, this incredible holiday includes a 2-night pre-cruise luxury hotel stay in Lisbon and a 2-night post-cruise luxury hotel stay in Barcelona. This gives you a full 14-night Mediterranean immersion in ultra luxury. So, Paul and Kaye, I'd like to pick the bones out of that lot, and that is amazing. And I know you have a little game you play with this, Kaye, don't you?
I do, yeah, I was telling you about that. So when I travel, I always ask myself this question, you know, could I live here? About each destination. Do you play that game?
I don't think I do play it.
We're about to play it.
Let's do it, though.
So my one from this itinerary is sun-drenched Seville.
OK.
You talked about the flamenco when you were talking about the itinerary. Flamenco on every street corner.
Perfect.
These tiny, like, hole-in-the-wall tapas bars.
And I know with Paul, yours is going to be a quick one. It's going to be?
Either Monte Carlo or Barcelona. I could take either one quite happily.
You're a Monte Carlo man.
Yeah, I
like
think
to
it's in
think
Monte
so.
Carlo, it's the VP thing. And mine's Portofino, Italy. Straight away, there you go. It's as simple as that. So you could play that game yourself at home, couldn't you, at the end of the day? Now, we're going to move on because there's so much to talk about. However, food is a big favourite, isn't it? It's absolute favourite. And we're going to be heading to the kitchen to join Marc and find out what delights he's prepared for us this time. So, Marc, I believe you're rustling up a rather grand cocktail for us this time.
Absolutely we are. So it's cocktail time. We've got 2 wonderful cocktails that are both quite very fresh and acidic. No? The first one is our Splendor. Splendor is with whiskey, a lemon juice, a little ginger, honey, and citrus bitters as well.
Nice, all those things I like. And these are the sort of things that we can just kind of help ourselves to on board, can't we? We can just sort of...
Absolutely, I'm very familiar with these. And the Meridian Lounge, the mixologists in there are just fabulous. They really, really do. So they'll do you proud here, Mark.
That's very... See, I'm a big fan of citrus. Are you a fan of
Really,
citrus,
really
Kaye?
refreshing. I love it.
Delicious.
Yeah, it's almost, you know, you sort of had that as a pre-course to dinner maybe, or maybe after. There's no time restrictions in this.
No, it's a great way to catch up with people, to meet people. That, again, you don't pay for any of these. They're all included within the price as well. So you've met somebody on a shore excursion, you agree to meet them in the cocktail bar and have a fabulous evening ahead of you.
Because going on a cruise, you're going to meet so many new friends. I mean, is that what happens with people going on cruise? They come back with so many different people and then they meet them again?
It really is. If you can do a combined activity, like a shared excursion, it's a great way to have a combined experience. And that's how you meet people. You'll meet them the next day, dine with them for dinner. Again, all casual dining. You don't have to set up your dining wherever it may be. So if you meet somebody, you can just go ahead and dine with them as well.
That's great, isn't it? And sort of like ingredients again with this, it's nice and fresh, and it feels like you're on holiday, doesn't it, when you have something like this? Especially with ginger. I love ginger.
Yeah, and these also work really well with sort of Asiatic food as well, something spicy as well. They work particularly well with.
There's a head chef talking there. Immediately bring it back to food and make it work with the food. And I know we've got a second one you're going to show us.
We have Grandeur.
OK.
So this is with cognac, sweet vermouth, Drambuie liqueur, lemon juice, honey syrup, little egg white in there as well, and old-fashioned bitters.
I've got the biggest one for you.
Thank you.
And the smallest one for you.
So these were created by the mixologists on board. So they're specifically on board Regent 7 Seas as well. So
cheers,
do you have a favourite?
Cheers. It would absolutely be the 7 Seas Grandeur. Also, the Lynchburg lemonade, a really refreshing drink at the same time as well, with a bourbon lemon kind of flavour.
That's really nice.
Is that your drink?
That's my
It's
drink.
really nice, isn't it?
That's old-fashioned style.
That's delicious.
Do I taste that?
Good job.
Because I'm not
Really
a
good
massive cocktail expert, but
Yeah.
that is really, really nice, isn't it? And the presentation, I mean, you know, when you've got sort of a mixture of herbs and citrus, and it's about the moment, isn't it, really, with these sort of things? And I think cocktails. Why you carry on with those and just enjoy them? Don't worry. And I'll tell you how you can experience this amazing Mediterranean cruise. 10 nights on this Mediterranean cruise aboard 7 Seas Splendor. It departs March the 29th, 2025. Plus, remember, a 2-night luxury hotel stay in Lisbon and Barcelona if you book right now on 0808 273 6549. And don't forget about the competition either. Let me explain. This is your chance to win a limited edition Regent-branded Globetrotter suitcase worth, ready, £900. Now, to enter, all you need to do is visit worldofcruising.tv/Regent. And you'll have a chance to get your hands on that. That's a lovely little thing as well. I mean, tell me very quickly about the Globetrotter.
Globetrotter's a fabulous British brand, and they did a special edition suitcase just for us.
And so we've got that on offer as well.
We've got that specially for you here.
So we've been all around the Mediterranean, where we know where we're going to be living. And so final little tips then, when you're going on the Mediterranean. From a journalist's point of view, if I'm going to the Mediterranean, what sort of things should I be looking out for, Kaye?
In terms of destination?
Well, anything really, locations, experiences. I mean,
Yeah,
you've been.
I think it goes back to what Paul was saying. Just make it your holiday.
Yeah.
So you don't feel compelled to get off at every single port stop.
Okay.
You know, the ones that have got the overnighters or the longer times, a great way to actually delve in and see the city by night as well. So take advantage of that and see it at different times of day.
And Paul, and also enjoy the ship.
Yeah, absolutely. Sea days are wonderful, really nice way to relax.
Especially on Regent.
Especially on Regent, but certainly the immersive overnights that we do as well, where we stay overnight, as we do in Cadiz and Seville, so it really lets you go and explore it in the evenings, exactly as you said.
And then remember, we've mentioned 6 stars, because we've gone to that next level, and if you are the sort of person who likes to go to that next level, I think Regent 7 Seas is definitely for you. Thank you, Sir Mark. Thank you to everyone. Cheers, mate. Thanks. And we'll see you very soon on World of Cruising. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.